Morning, all. All right, so news of the day video to start things off today. Couple of news items, but a big news item to start things off. Tom Wilson has signed an extension with the Washington Capitals. He will be a Washington Capital for his entire career unless he gets moved during this contract. I've seen people talk about, maybe at some point the contract would get bought out. There's a lot of bonuses. It's not really a contract you could buy out. So it is a 7-year deal for Tom Wilson, $6.5 million per season. He will be 37 when this contract expires in 2031, which I mean, we've seen like for physical players, for players who have that style of game that Wilson does, they tend to break down, and you tend to see them, have problems staying in the lineup and staying healthy as they get older. And Wilson plays, very physical hockey. He's a very intense player. I don't think he knows any other way to play. And so there's a lot of risk with this contract, and I'm seeing people defending it, saying, well, the salary cap's going to go up by a lot, so it'll be fine. And there's some truth to that, but still, $6.5 million is a lot. And so we'll see how this contract ages, whether or not Wilson can stay healthy this season before the contract's kicked in, and all of that fun stuff. So for the Washington Capitals, the team looking to jump back above the playoff line, well, this might make things more difficult for them in the long run. Maybe it helps them in the short term. And we'll see how things work out with this. But it looks like he's going to spend his entire career as a Washington Capital. And I've seen the posts too about, hey, when Ovechkin's gone, Wilson's probably the next captain. Well, I mean, he could be, absolutely. He might be the next guy to captain the team. We shall see. So let me know in the comment section below how you feel about the Wilson contract, both its term and its cap hit. Jake Guentzel. So Jake Guentzel apparently had a nagging ankle injury, and it looks like he, rested it over the summer, and there was some hope that maybe it would be fine and wouldn't need surgery. But as the workouts are getting more intense, the pain's picking up, and therefore he's had surgery on his ankle. He will be reevaluated in 12 weeks. So it looks like he's going to miss the start of the season, and we'll see just how many weeks or months he ends up missing. But without Guentzel, that really hurts Pittsburgh's attack. Like, Jake Guentzel is I think their most gifted goal scorer on the wing, and so, we'll see how things turn out for him this coming season, and how the ankle responds and how it recovers. Because I've always seen the comments when somebody's getting surgery at this time with, well, why didn't they do it earlier? It would appear that the team and the player both decided, well, we'll rest it and see if that helps, and it didn't. So, and if a player can avoid surgery, I don't blame them for trying to avoid surgery. It's not a pleasant experience. Sad news today that former NHLer and NHL head coach Bob Murdoch has passed at age 76. He won 2 cups as a player with the Montreal Canadiens. He also won the Jack Adams as the Winnipeg Jets head coach in 1990. I do remember that. I remember that because the Jets got into the playoffs that year and had a decent record, and they were not expected to. So that's part of the reason Murdoch got the Jack Adams. He would coach one more year for the Jets after that. He had been ill with Lewy body dementia, also Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's. So all 3 of those, he had been in assisted living. Ken Dryden. So I looked this up because I was looking at his Lewy body dementia. So I looked it up, and there's actually an article on the Toronto Sun, which I'm sure you'd be able to find, where Ken Dryden links the struggles that Murdoch went through with other former hockey players, and basically has the theory that this is related to headshots that players suffer throughout their career, and points out too that Murdoch did not play an overly physical style of hockey. He did have his fights, he did play some physical hockey, but he's basically saying there's a lot of players who are going to end up with this, and it's debilitating. So my thoughts go out to his widow, Bev, and family and friends, and anyone else who knew Bob Murdoch. Again, always seemed like a decent guy. I remember back when he was with the Jets. His playing career was before my time, but 2 cups with the Habs. It's pretty good. Played, I believe, 757 games in his NHL career. So There you go. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And you know, Ken Dryden's been very outspoken on headshots and just the hits that players take and the physical toll that it has on players after their careers are done. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happen upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.